city of Saumur, beside the soothing waters of the Loire, is best known for the big house on the hill, otherwise known as Le Chateau. 1,000 years old, Le Chateau is a symbol of continuity and pride to the locals. But I've come here to find another famous relic. The quaint Combier distillery has operated continuously since 1834. It's where you'll find New Orleans native Ted Breaux. Last year's devastating hurricane destroyed his house. But this is fast becoming his new abode. The distillery's ironwork was designed by Gustave Eiffel of Eiffel Tower fame. All the equipment here belongs in a museum, but Ted Breaux believes it's impossible to make authentic absinthe with modern equipment. Apart from alcohol, the holy trinity of ingredients, as Ted calls them, are fennel, green anise, and the controversial herb wormwood.
This particular variety is grown in the foothills of the Alps, near the border between France and Switzerland. And you can see this, it's in its flowering stage.
Can I smell it? Is it going to do anything to me if I smell it?
No. Go ahead and have a whiff there. It's very aromatic.
The herbs go into the giant copper alembic, together with the alcohol. This makes what's known as a maceration.
It's very bitter, very strongly...
medicinal.
Yes. Not something you would really sit down and drink, no. This is not absinthe. It's not yet absinthe. And when I get these stills going and we apply the heat and the distillate comes over and you taste the distillate, then we'll see the difference.
Before too long, the clear distillate begins to emerge. Then, in a giant vat, the absinthe is given a natural herbal colouring. And you've added a bit of water to this.
Yes, this is, I've taken
It's quite cloudy.
the neat liquor, which is a clear green, all natural, and added a little bit of water. And when you add a little water to it, it becomes cloudy, and the French word for that is called louche. Mm-hmm. So it has a louche, and it becomes an opalescent jade sort of color.
Okay. As I sample the freshly distilled product, now diluted, Ted Breaux is adamant absinthe was never an evil drink. Wow, that's very nice. Yeah. But for most of the 20th century, people believed it induced madness.
I was curious, what is it in absinthe that could possibly be deleterious? What could cause someone to go crazy, or what would support any of these myths? And I found nothing.
In its heyday, absinthe was so popular, the French referred to cocktail time as l'air vert, the green hour. I'm spending my green hour in Paris's only absinthe boutique, run by the debonair Luc Santiago.
It's a tiny glass, it's just for tasting.
Mm-hmm. Monsieur Santiago demonstrates how to carefully dilute the 140 proof drink, sweetening it with a sugar cube perched on a delicate absinthe spoon. The sweetness, he says, not only fights the bitterness, it brings out new flavours.
100 years ago, everybody drank absinthe It's the same today when people taste absinthe and they like it, no matter they are old or young or they have money or no.
It still has that special je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, exactly.
It's somewhat hypnotic watching the process of preparing absinthe, or perhaps it's the wormwood taking effect.
After there is the fruity taste of the fennel, the herbs and the plants. And at the end of the glass, it's the bitterness.
I've got about 2 minutes of standing time remaining, but Monsieur Santiago isn't short of customers.
Oh non, on va pas le boire, des grands verres d'absinthe. Non, non, pour la cuisine. Pour la cuisine, simplement.
In America, at least, we have no access to it. So I guess there's a sense of rebelling against the government a little bit. So that's always nice.
So do you plan to bring it into the country?
Of course. Absolutely.
The current prediction.
Yeah, the quality's consistent. Everything's looking good.
Back at the distillery, Ted Bro and Combier's president, Franck Choisnet, put a stamp on what they hope will be liquid gold.
It's profitable, but for me, it's art. I can't paint, but if I were to be equated with a painter, making absinthe is my painting. You know, a big alembic is my easel.
Production is just 5,000 bottles a year, but for Ted Bro, it's not about quantity, but keeping the green fairy magical.